Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do a energizing morning flow for intermediate level. We want to gently wake up our body, wake up our breath, all of our senses, create lots of energy and take this energy into our day. Let's start seated on our seat bones, keeping our legs in front of us. Lengthen the arms towards the side, palms upwards. Our spine is long, our seat bones are connected with the ground. Inhale, reach the arms up, hands together. Focus on lengthening from your tailbone up into your fingers. Inhale and exhale. One more time, inhale and exhale. Set the right hand onto the ground, reaching the left hand up and over, creating length in the left side of our ribs and our rib cage. Feeling the stretch from our hip up into our fingers. Inhale, come back to center. Lifting the right arm up and over into our side bends. This time feeling the relief in the right side of our torso. Keeping our chest open, the shoulder blades in one line. Inhale, lengthen the fingers a little more. And exhale, lower the hand forwards. Placing both hands onto our knees, shifting our upper body from right to left, mobilizing our entire spine here, letting your head move with your spine, allowing your body any movements. Very good. Let's come onto our hands and knees into tabletop to warm up our wrists. Circling our shoulders forward and backwards. Start with really gentle and small circles. Maybe activate your fingers, pressing them into the mat and lifting them off the ground. And reverse circle into the other direction. Just check in with your hands and your wrists if you feel any stiffness. If you have any pain, let the fingers look towards you, placing the palms upwards, shifting the shoulders in circles around your wrists. Place the hands back onto your palms, tuck the toes under, send the hips upwards into downward facing dog. Finding your length in your spine, pressing the fingers into the ground and away from you. Let's continue with knee taps, shifting the shoulders above the hands, tap the knees onto the ground, lift back up into downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward, tap. Exhale, press and send the hips back up. Inhale, tap the knees. Exhale, send the hip up. Inhale. Exhale. Let's lower one last time, keeping the knees lifted. Lift the right leg off the ground, pull your knee towards your triceps and extend. Exhale, knee towards triceps. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Make sure that the left knee is still lifted off the ground. Really engage your core right now, this exercise. And set the leg back, press up into downward facing dog. Very good. Take 2 really deep breaths here. Exhale, shift forward into lifted tabletop, extending the left leg out. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Knee towards triceps and extend. Bend, extend, Exhale, inhale. 2 more. Last one. This time shift back and up into three-legged dog, extending the left leg upwards. Try to keep the left hip bone facing the ground. Inhale and exhale. Pull the knee in and lower onto the ground. Right leg comes off, left arm comes off. Finding your balance here. Pull your navel a little more towards your spine. Gaze is downwards next to your hands. Lower the right leg, crossed over the left. Right hand reaches up towards the ceiling, creating space in our rib cage and our chest. Inhale, lengthen the arm forward. Exhale, right leg comes back into tabletop. Tuck the toes. Let's come up into three-legged dog, lifting the right leg up towards the ceiling. This time focus on the right hip flexor looking down towards the ground. Exhale, pull the right knee in and lower onto the ground. Lifting the left leg up, adding the right arm. Again, finding your stability here, engaging your core. Inhale, lengthen a little more. Exhale, cross the left leg over the right. Left hand reaches up towards the ceiling. Right hand is pushing into the ground. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower the hand back down. Left leg goes back into tabletop. Sending the hips towards the heels into child's pose. Inhale, shifting the shoulders forward. Exhale, sending the hips back, articulating from child's pose into tabletop, from tabletop into child's pose. Try to feel into each vertebra, maybe come onto your fingertips. Continue moving your spine in any direction that your body wants to, feeling into each vertebra, working with your shoulder blades, allowing your head to circle, getting rid of any stiffness here that we might feel. Let's round our upper back, staying in cat position, pulling the navel towards the spine. Tuck the toes under and press back into downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, shift forward into chaturanga. Inhale, lift up into upward facing dog. Holding a moment here to find length in your lower back. Slightly rocking your hips from side to side. Exhale, send the hips back up into downward facing dog, lengthening your spine. 2 more times. Inhale, shift forward, chaturanga. Exhale, upward facing dog. Hold a moment, feeling into your lower back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Beautiful. Gently lower the hips onto the ground, placing the hands slightly forward, shifting the palms down and towards you while pulling your chest and your breastbone forwards, allowing your upper back to arch and your heart to open up. Shift the weight into the right and lift the left hand upwards. Reach the left hand towards the left ankle for half bow pose here. Engage your glutes and your hamstrings. Push the foot into your hand, allowing your left shoulder and chest to stretch a little more. And release back into cobra. Inhale, right hand reaches up, lengthen. Bend the right leg. Right hand towards the right ankle, press the foot into your palm, allowing your right shoulder and chest to stretch a little more. Squeeze your glute and your hamstring. Inhale into your chest. And exhale, release back into Cobra. Send the hips up and back towards your heels, coming into Child's Pose. Finding release and relaxation in your lower back, letting the forehead sink into the ground, letting the hands, each finger, sink into the ground. Let's focus only onto our breath. Inhale, come back up onto your hands, tuck the toes and shift into downward facing dog. Exhale. Inhale, shift forwards. Open your hips towards the left. Left arm reaches up into your side plank. Bottom knee is bent and hovering off the ground. Maybe try to pull your knee a little more towards your center. Or you have the option to extend the bottom knee for our lifted fallen triangle. Release the leg back down. Inhale, enjoy your side plank one more time. And exhale, set the left hand back, turning the hips down. Right knee comes towards your forehead and down onto the ground. Lift the left leg, right hand towards the left ankle, pressing the foot into the hand, creating our tiger pose. Gaze is forward and focused. Lower, releasing hand and the foot, setting back into tabletop. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forwards, turning the hips towards the right side. Right hand lifts up, coming into your side plank. Bending and lifting the right knee off the ground. Maybe pull your knee a little more towards you. Or extend the leg for a lifted fallen triangle. Place the foot back, holding your side plank. Inhale, reach the arm forward and back down, facing the hip down to center. Pull the right knee towards your forehead, lower onto the ground. Lift the left leg, right hand towards the left foot for our tiger pose. Again, finding your focus, gaze is forward. And gently release, extending arm and leg. Lower into tabletop. Exhale, cow, rounding your spine. Inhale, arch your spine for cow, looking upwards, open your chest. One more time. Inhale, tuck the toes. Exhale, send back into downward facing dog. Let's repeat side plank. Shifting forward, turning the hip towards the left. Left hand reaches up. Either stay here or option to extend the left leg up towards the ceiling, grabbing the big toe. By pushing the foot into the hand a little more, you can lift the hip even higher. Inhale one more time. Exhale, gently place the foot forwards next to your right hand. Inhale, Anjaneyasana in our low lunge, reaching both arms upwards, finding release in the right side of our hip flexor, keeping the knee nice and stacked over your ankle. Inhale. Exhale, right armpit comes onto your knee, placing the right palm onto the ground. Left hand reaches up, gaze is towards the left hand. Or you have the option to bring your hands in prayer, shifting a little more into your twists. Beautiful. Turn your torso back to center, sending the hip back, straightening the front leg for our half split here. Either keep the arms on the ground or interlace your fingers behind your back, pushing the hands upwards, allowing your back to lengthen. Inhale, leaving your forward fold, lifting back up. Bend the knee into your low lunge, release the hands. Set the leg back into tabletop. Inhale. Exhale, rounding your spine for cat. Inhale, arch your spine for cow. Rounding one more time. Exhale. Inhale, tuck the toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's repeat our side plank. Inhale, shift forwards, turning the hips towards the right, reaching the right arm up towards the ceiling. Once you find your balance, you have the option to extend the right leg upwards, grabbing your big toe, shifting your foot into your hands, maybe lifting the hip even higher towards the ceiling. That's how you can create so much more stability and balance here. Try to place your foot back forward next to your left hand with control. Coming into Anjaneyasana in our low lunge. Inhale, reach the arms up. Arching a little bit more in your spine, allowing your chest to open. Exhale, left armpit goes towards the knee forwards. Left palm is pressing into the ground, right hand reaches up. Either stay here or bring your palms towards each other in front of your heart, enjoying your beautiful twist. Turn your torso back to center. Send the hips back, straightening the front leg for our half splits, flexing the forward foot. Option here to interlace your hands behind your back, pressing the hands upwards, lengthening through the spine a little more. Inhale, come out of your forward folds. Release the hands. Exhale, bend the right knee, placing both hands forwards, sending the right leg back into tabletop, sending the seat bones towards your heels, child's pose. Rounding your spine, shift the weight into your hands, sending the hip forward and down into cobra, pulling the chest forward, lengthening through the spine. Gently lower your upper body, lifting off the feet, interlacing your fingers behind your back for our locust pose. Either stay here or bend the knees, placing both hands onto your ankles, pressing the feet into your palms, and lifting the chest forward and up into bow pose. Beautiful. Really engage your glutes here to protect your lower back. Allow your chest to open. Allow your heart to open. Inhale and exhale, release. Placing the hands back down and shifting back up into downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg reaches up, three-legged dog. Exhale, shift forward, bringing the right knee forwards for our pigeon pose. Try to pull both hip bones equally forward, keeping your torso turned towards center. And feel free to do any variation that you want to do. Maybe bringing the left hand towards the back foot, or placing the back foot into your left elbow, binding your hands behind your head. In whatever variation you are right now, don't forget to breathe. Inhaling and exhaling through the nose, keeping your face relaxed all the time. Release the hands, release the leg, opening and turning our hips towards the sides. Right leg is bent in front of you. Left leg is extended with a flexed foot. Right arm reaches up and over towards the left foot for our revolved head to knee pose. And either you stay here or you have the option to try your compass variation. Bending the left knee, placing the right hand onto the left ankle, straightening the left leg upwards, bringing your leg slightly behind your head. In which pose you are right now doesn't matter, just make sure that you really surrender with your pose, focusing and feeling into your body, allowing yourself to completely get lost in your asana. And release back down. For our cow face, place the left knee over the right knee and try to bring both knees towards the midline of your body. Inhale, right arm reaches up behind your head. Left hand pushes the right elbow behind your head. If you can, try to push your head into your elbow, keeping your spine long and completely straight. This is a beautiful exercise to work against forward head posture and kyphosis. Inhale, allow your chest to open up a little more, and exhale, release the hands back down. Beautiful. Let's extend both legs outwards to the sides. Connect the seat bones one more time with the ground and lengthen your spine, pulling the toes towards you, flexing the feet. Inhale, right hand reaches up and over towards the left, coming into a deep side bend. Check in if one of your seat bones lifted off the ground. Try to keep both seat bones down on the ground. Turn your torso towards your leg, grabbing your foot, slightly pulling yourself forward. Feel free to let the head sink down wherever you are right now. Your head doesn't need to be on the knee. Let's come back to center, gently coming onto our forearms, leaning into our forward fold. Inhale. And exhale, push yourself back out. Exhale, left arm reaches up and over towards the right. Feeling a deep stretch in the left side of your torso, from the hip up into your fingers, allowing your ribs and your rib cage to widen, your chest to open, and turn your torso down towards your knee. Wherever you are right now, feel free to drop the head downwards. The head doesn't need to touch the knee. You should only feel release, letting go of any tension in your spine. Inhale. And exhale, gently come back out into center. Let's bend the left leg in, placing the right knee over the left for our cow face. Try to place both knees over each other. Inhale, left arm reaches up behind your head. Right hand comes on top of the left elbow, pulling it towards the right. Slightly push your head backwards into your elbow, lengthening in your entire spine. And also feeling a nice release in our hip and our glutes. Release the hands back down. Extend the upper leg towards the right sides. Flexing the right foot, the left hand goes up and over for our revolved head to knee pose. Again, feel into your seat bones and make sure that both are connected with the ground equally, and that the right seat bone is not lifting off the ground. Or try to get into compass variation, bending the right knee, left hand reaches towards the right foot, extending the right leg up, bringing it slightly behind your torso into your compass. Beautiful. Let's stay here for a few more breaths. Gaze is forward, find your focus. Gently lower the leg back down, extending the leg towards the sides, turning the right hip bone forwards towards the left heel in our pigeon pose. Feeling a beautiful release in the left glute and in the right hip flexor, allowing your chest to open. You can choose your variation here. Option to grab the foot with your right hand behind you, or maybe bringing your foot towards your right elbow, binding your hands behind your head. Check in if this side is easier or maybe harder for you. This is definitely my weaker side. Let's stay for a few more breaths. And release back down. Placing both legs forward in front of you for our staff pose, grounding your seat bones and lengthening through your entire spine, pulling the feet towards you and pressing the palms into the ground. Inhale, reach the arms up towards the ceiling, placing the palms towards each other. Pull your navel towards the spine, engaging your core. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, place the hands behind your back. Shift your hips up and high into your upward plank pose, pushing the feet, especially the toes, into the ground and lifting out of your chest. Squeezing your glutes, lower the hips down and lift the legs up into your boat pose, keeping your spine straight and your gaze forward towards your knees. This is our last pose before Savasana. Let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Release back down. Bring the feet back down onto the ground and the hands onto your knees. Really slow, vertebra by vertebra, round in your spine, rolling back onto your back, onto your spine. Extend the legs out and let the feet fall towards the sides. Let's place our hands to the back of our heads, pressing the hands and the back of our head against each other, allowing your neck and your spine to completely lengthen. Keep pressing for 3, 2, 1, and release the hands, giving yourself a little extra love, massaging your head, your scalp, closing your eyes, giving yourself a beautiful self-massage. Extend the arms next to your body, palms are facing up for Shavasana. For the next few breaths, I will let you reflect your own practice in silence so that you can allow yourself to sink into deep relaxation. Gently wake up your fingers, your toes, doing little micro movements, coming back into your body and rolling onto your sides, keeping your eyes closed, maybe hugging yourself, feeling the energy, the warmth, experiencing a completely safe place. When you're ready, gently come back up to seated, finding your straight spine. And when you're ready, feel free to open your eyes. And one last time together, inhale, reach the hands up. Exhale, bring the palms together in front of your heart. Thank you so much for joining me today. I wish you a beautiful day and hope to see you next time.